Police say the homeowner came home to find the kitchen window open, and that's when they saw the male suspect walking through the yard to a U-Haul truck parked on a nearby street. Now, police officers quickly located and then began following that vehicle. Police say that's when Kahler stopped on Carl Street, then fled the truck on foot with a female passenger. Police were able to take that passenger into custody, but the driver was not giving up so easily.
Someone spotted him down on the banks trying to get away from the officers that were down there. He made his way under a bridge. He came back out, saw the officers, ran back down to the water. And we had multiple officers in the area, including our canine officer with a canine ICO.
Eyewitnesses told police that Kahler was in the area of River Street and that he had gone under the bridge. Officers then took a canine with them as they gave chase, and according to police, Kahler then ran onto the ice where he and the canine following him, Ico, fell through the ice and into the frigid water. Ico was quickly called back by police, and at this time, Kahler apparently refused orders to come out of the water, even refusing to grab a safety line police were constantly throwing at him.
They had him in the water, on the ice, and they requested him to come back, come in. He wouldn't come in. Multiple commands. Hey, listen, we're going to let the dog go. And so we let the dog go. But while he was making his way to the party, they both fell into the ice. I think about waist deep. The canine handler, Officer Hogan, quickly called the dog back onto the shore, but before the dog even made contact with the suspect. And then after a few minutes, but yeah, you're right. He wouldn't take a line. He didn't want to come out of the water. We eventually were able to grab a hold of him and get him out of the water.
Paramedics from Arlington and Medford fire departments were on scene and immediately treated Kahler for cold exposure. He was then released and brought to the police department for booking. Police say the ensuing investigation revealed that the U-Haul had been stolen, and they found what they believed to be heroin inside the U-Haul truck. Tonight, Kahler faces several charges, including breaking and entering, resisting arrest, failure to stop for police, and also drug possession. Police say he had 4 outstanding warrants from district courts in Boston, Quincy, and Weymouth. The female passenger, meantime, was also taken to the hospital for an evaluation and later released. Police found she has 2 active warrants for her arrest, one in Worcester District Court, the other in Boston.
Luckily, everyone who was involved, including the suspects, they were all unharmed, and we were able to come to a good conclusion of this. These type of cases, I've seen them multiple times through my career. I also, when I was in college, my home was broken into, and they're serious. They really affect people. I remember my mother wasn't right for months and months after this kind of a crime, and I was working with the canine officer, Officer Hogan, over the weekend, and he had mentioned that he had a conversation with the victims and even their children, in a way, kind of talk them through it, that we're still always out there protecting them and what have you.
Arlington Police Chief Julianne Flaherty commended Arlington Police, who she said drew on their extensive training, experience, and professionalism in bringing a very safe conclusion of what could have been an extremely dangerous case. Police also want to thank the several bystanders who had a visual on the suspect at various times, which obviously greatly helped assist Arlington police officers in locating and then ultimately arresting the suspect. For ACMi News, I'm Jeff Barnes.